Hey! The people of Face Studio got in contact with me because I already made a review of their software a while back, and since then they have added new features, so they asked me to check them out. This is an AI-powered virtual vocalist that you can program with MIDI, and with that said, it's always good to mention that they are part of a huge group of developers that want AI to be used for musicians in an ethical way. I'm going to leave more information about AI for music in the description. So if you want a deep dive, go and watch this other video, because right now we're going to check one of the new features, which is the voice changer. If you enjoy my content, please give a like to the video and also subscribe to the channel. That will mean everything to me. Thank you so much. Now, more than a voice changer, it actually reads the pitch information of audio and transforms that into MIDI. And besides that, it also identifies the words that you are speaking. So it transcribes the lyrics immediately.
We are the rhythm of your heart and soul. Can't stop tomorrow when we lose control.
We are the rhythm of your heart and soul. Can't stop tomorrow when we lose control.
So I just realized this is not the voice changer. The voice changer is actually here at the left. The idea is that you select an audio clip and then you select a vocalist to change the original vocal into.
It's a nice morning to begin.
So yeah, it works like that, but to be honest, I prefer the voice to MIDI converter rather than this, because then you can edit the vocalist and whatever else. For instance, in this song that I already released, which is called Red, I have this main vocal in the verse that below it is a more feminine vocal.
It's a nice morning to begin.
The original is actually me with a pitch shifter.
I'm high on life.
So it would be nice to try with an actual female voice. So for that, we use the same vocal and import it into the ACE project. As you can see, it made a great job identifying the pitch, and almost every word is well transcribed.
It's a nice morning to begin. Made up my mind.
Still, I recommend you to check each of the sentences, because sometimes a word may be not the one you said.
It's a nice morning to begin. Made up my mind. I'm high on life.
Now, I like this idea of workflow, especially if you don't like your singing voice, because sometimes having to program the MIDI and also writing down the... Because sometimes, especially for whole projects, writing down the lyrics and also the MIDI can take a lot of time. Now, still, you need to be in tune because it detects the pitch. But contrary to some voice transformers, here you can actually use a lot of ugly auto-tune to get your voice in pitch, because as the result is MIDI, the voice that it applies has its own articulations and it sounds more natural. So it's a very nice workflow, to be honest. Now, I gotta say that the Ace vocal sounds better than mine, but I don't want to replace my vocal. To be completely honest, this for me is like an idea machine rather than a replacement for my vocal, despite that I don't sing very well, but I like to sing. But that's the beauty of it, because you can use it as you want. Now, you know, I like to get experimental with these kind of features, so I wondered what happened if I try to transcribe a melodic instrument that doesn't have lyrics, but it has pitch information. And of course, this is also useful to transcribe melodic ideas you have in your mind into MIDI. And now that I mention it, I wonder what will happen with speech.
Now that I mention it, I wonder what will happen with speech.
If you want to invest in my creative ideas, you can do it by giving me a donation or using my affiliate links. Or if you prefer, you can become a channel member or a patron. Both have the same benefits. Also, if you want to help me build a community and chat more directly, feel free to join my Discord. So that's one interesting feature. The other one is the choir option. Now that I'm recording, I realize I don't know how to pronounce that word. In Spanish it's coro, but in English is
choir.
So the idea of this is that in the same track you can put as many vocalists as you want, and they will sing the same MIDI information with the same lyrics at the same time. You need to add a little bit of offset and some separation, so it feels more natural.
We are the rhythm of your heart and soul. Can't stop tomorrow when we lose control.
To experiment with this, let's use it on the chorus of this song, where I recorded a lot of different background vocals to sound like this.
It's not the same. We will have to do. It's not the same. We will have to.
The other nice things to experiment with is with this 3D space kind of effect. It will separate the vocalists in the stereo spectrum and also will give them depth. You can choose different kind of space for different types of reverberation. Now this is very interesting, but I gotta say that I will prefer to use my own reverbs, because sometimes the result is too washed out. And if you get it too close to the microphone, it completely changes. Still, maybe I just need to fine-tune it a little better. Now, what it will be nice for them to add is to actually be able to choose the position of each of the different vocalists independent from each other. Right now, they are on the same line. And besides that, at least for me, the idea of a coro,
choir,
is sometimes having different vocalists to sing different notes. And to get that, I had to actually create more tracks with other vocalists and other MIDI. Not only that, it would be very nice if you could alter the octave of an individual vocalist, because some vocalists will sound less natural if they are singing too high or too low, especially the difference between female and male. Still, to get a more even sound, you can add a little bit of compression for each of the vocalists and change the gain individually. The way I see this feature, as for now, is like a workflow booster, because maybe you already wanted to make many vocalists sing at the same time with the same MIDI, and with this you just have to take care of one MIDI with one set of lyrics. So I'm really excited about how Ace is evolving. Now, I know that many people have told me to compare it with Synthesizer 5 or V, I'm not sure. I guess it makes more sense if it's V. But I haven't had the time yet. I want to make a full comparison between different virtual vocalists that you can program the MIDI and write the lyrics. For me, Ace Studio is an idea machine. It's great to build demos that you want to send to someone and whatever else. But if you want to actually use it for vocalists for a release, I see nothing wrong with that. But let me know your opinions down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.